Hey, me and Matt here, and I'm Killer Kyle. Welcome to another episode of Wheels of Fury. Hey, me and Matt here. This is Killer Kyle. Welcome to another episode of Wheels of Fury.
Yeah.
It should be a special one for me anyways,
Yeah.
as I'm going to be 10 years old on Sunday. So my birthday's going to be awesome. Well, birth week I should say. Birth weekend.
Man, you look big for a 10-year-old.
I know.
Gold spurt early?
Well, 10-year-old, let's times that by... I can't do math.
Take
Anyways.
10 and add 27 to it?
Yeah. So anyways, it's gonna be Hell in a Cell Sunday, and
Yeah.
oh man. Well, from what we found out, and I'm sure you all found out, is we're having one match for free.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that, but
Yeah.
I'm sure that they're gonna have another match on Sunday.
Yeah.
I just don't know what.
Yeah. Unless they, swerve us and, give us this particular match on Sunday anyways and do something to, really build it up heading into Sunday. But, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I know.
This seems bizarre.
It's stupid. I don't know why they're doing it, but, well, anyways.
We'll get into that once we get rocking and rolling here.
Rocking and rolling, fucking
Up first, we have a rematch for the Raw Women's Championship with the current champion Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair,
Yeah.
looking to become a 14-time champion. Now, my opinion is she's only at 10 or 11. Where the other two came from, I have no fucking clue.
No.
And it looks like they're trying to build her up like a old man. He was a 16-time world champion.
Yeah.
So they're trying to make her a 16-time women's champion, which, in my opinion, if you're gonna have her not be anything like her father, why are you doing this? I mean, okay. She's, without a doubt, one of the best women's wrestlers of today. She's, got the skill set, she's got moonsaults and, athleticism and strength, and she can talk very well and make it easy for you to, dislike her, hate her, whatever you want to say. And, she's completely 180 from how she used to be. She's still wearing a robe, but it looks nothing like something her dad would wear.
Right.
She's got her own unique look, and to me, it very similarly reminds me of the Queen of Hearts.
Well, that's exactly,
from
yeah.
Alice in Wonderland.
And that's exactly what I think they're going for.
Now, Rhea Ripley, she's, fresh on the main roster, beat Asuka for the championship at Mania, and actually a quite stellar match.
Yep.
And literally her first few days on the roster, not even a week, and she's defending it, but, I think at some point she will defend it a little more regularly.
Yeah.
But for now, she's where she is right now. And something that I found out that was kind of almost forgot about, but then seeing it and then thinking about it is like, oh wow. Rhea's been on WWE now for like 6 years? 6 or 7 years? She signed with the company in 2017.
Wow. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, look, here's the thing. The fact of the matter is, Charlotte Flair comes back, and I commend her for not wearing the robes no more. I commend her for trying to change up her whatever. The last few matches that she's had were the shits.
Yeah.
And the fact is, I know Nikki Cross is should be one of the top females in wrestling in WWE.
Right.
And unfortunately, those matches were the shits. Countouts. Countouts upon countouts upon countouts. Interference by Rhea Ripley. Interference by Charlotte Flair, whatever.
Yeah.
If it were me, it would have been a triple threat match.
Yeah.
There was no reason why it shouldn't have been.
True.
The fact is, I keep saying that, you have to understand this. Charlotte Flair, if she keeps having a championship reign as long as her daddy, why?
Yeah.
She is not that fucking special.
Yeah.
And, Rhea Ripley, she won at WrestleMania. She defended it and retained it at WrestleMania Backlash. She should still hold on to the goddamn thing.
Yeah.
And it's not just because I don't like Charlotte Flair, it's because why the fuck would you have her job to Flair like she did at last year's WrestleMania?
True.
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Let's have the feud continue. Because that's going to be an interesting one. And I mean, I don't want to see any more countouts or any more disqualifications. Let's have a solid feud. And I can't remember who it was, but they're like, it just seems like Rhea and Charlotte are trying to outdo each other in their personality.
It seems like it, yeah.
So.
And it's like I was saying earlier, too. I got no beef with them trying to, push Nikki. Put Nikki over, I think it's great, it's a wonderful thing. They've completely changed her character from being this unhinged, loose cannon of sanity, because sanity is no longer a thing, and, made her likable, lovable, if you will, and popular, and the fans are behind her, and, she's still got the energy, and, laughing, and smiling, and, the whole 9 yards, but why would you intermingle it in the rivalry with Charlotte and Rhea? Like, if you're gonna put Nikki over, there's a roster full of talent that you can use to help Nikki get over. Or if you're gonna have Nikki get over with Rhea or Charlotte,
Yeah.
do it after this feud, these series of matches and whatever.
Yeah.
Because as far as okay, you got, Nikki getting a win over Charlotte and Rhea and Charlotte, whatever, but as far as I'm concerned, you're putting Nikki over, but you're not really helping Nikki advance to the next level.
Yeah.
You're just continuing to put over the feud with Rhea and Charlotte. Just Nikki's in there for the sake of it.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, my opinion, Rhea should retain.
Awesome. Smackdown Women's Championship. We got Bianca Belair taking on Bayley. The EST of WWE taking on
The role model.
the role model. And I mean, I should be impressed with Bayley. Because I said that. I didn't like the fact that she was acting like a 5-year-old, and I was actually impressed with her wrestling skills. And that's true, I still am.
Yeah.
But this whole laughing fit thing, I'm not sure what that's about.
Yeah, I don't know either.
And I find this a lot with the other divas, female wrestlers, is their acting is just piss poor.
Yeah. I mean, there are some women in the WWE right now that do have fairly solid acting skills, but a lot of them just either don't know what the hell they're doing or they way overdo it.
Yeah. So, I think they had a match at WrestleMania Backlash.
Yes.
So, this is a rematch, obviously. Honestly, don't want to see Bayley go over.
No.
You know, Bianca has, and it's the same with Rhea. She wins the title at WrestleMania, and she defended it at Backlash, and she retained. Let's see how far this goes.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's going to be a hell of a lot better feud than fucking Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair.
Should be.
So, yeah, I want to see more of this, because that would be pretty cool. Yeah, I think.
For sure, yeah. I mean, can Bayley be a champion again? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But, like, save it for further down the road.
Yeah.
Let Bianca carry on with the championship. Let her run with the championship, you know. Rhea and Bianca are both in that same category. They both won their respective championships at WrestleMania. They've only held the titles for 2 months. So, you know, run with it, go with it, and, you know, have a long reign as champion.
Yeah, for sure.
We did talk about the Bianca Belair Bayley match for the Smackdown Women's Championship. Well, it was announced tonight that it'll be a Hell in a Cell match. And this is to essentially replace the Roman Reigns. Now we go on to, this will be a wild, chaotic match. The build up to it has been wild and chaotic and kind of confusing as well.
Mm-hmm.
But you got Little Miss Bliss, Alexa Bliss, against the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler.
Yeah. I didn't even know how much I love Alexa Bliss
Yes.
for years now.
Yeah.
And I understand that she was injured,
Yeah.
or concussed.
Yeah.
So they gave her this whole thing. Now, as far as what Bray Wyatt is, I fucking don't know. But she is, you know, on the swing doing whatever playground thing she's doing with this ugliest fucking doll, Lily.
Yeah.
Then you got 40-year-old Shayna Baszler coming in, and she's acting all scared. And it's totally out of left field for her. And I understand that a lot of wrestlers have to go out of their comfort zone at some point in their careers. This didn't make sense to me.
Right.
Like, honestly, you got this badass bitch,
Yes.
she-beast, if you will, and she's running from a fucking doll.
Yeah. I mean, credit to WWE for, you know, continuing to put over Alexa in this dark side of her character.
Yeah.
Introducing Lily, and, you know, Lily and I have been best friends forever. She's been with me since I was 8 years old and all this other stuff. But, like, come on.
Yeah.
You take a badass motherfucker like Shayna and turn her into a wimpy little child?
Yeah.
Come on now.
This match will be interesting. I mean, you saw Alexa face Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
I think that Sheena is a bit of a different she-beast.
Yeah.
I think that she, also being in the Octagon, will have a few good moves, and this will be interesting. And if it was in the cage as well, but it won't be.
No.
And Alexa is flexible, so that doesn't mean anything. That's just my fantasy. So it's gonna be a good match, and I don't know how this is gonna work, honestly. Like, I can't fucking wait till we get fans again.
Yeah.
Because I think that the Thunderdome was a good idea.
Yeah.
It was just, I think they're running out of ideas. In my opinion.
Probably.
Yeah. So, I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, there really isn't going to be anybody benefit from a win here.
No.
Is it going to be a good match? Sure.
Yeah.
Is it going to be interesting? For sure. What the outcome's going to be? Who the hell knows? Where they're going to go from here? I don't fucking know. And not only that, but, you know, the whole integration, too, of, like, you know, Nia and then Reginald and all this other stuff is, like, that's kind of the confusing part. It's like, okay, having it, like, Alexa is kind of watching the back, so to speak, of Natalya and Tamina. It's like, okay, that makes sense. But then where they went from there is like, I mean, okay, they're basically trying to get, you know, Alexa to not get involved in their business and, you know, leave them alone and what have you. Understandable, but it's like, yeah, total weirdness.
So, we have this goddamn fucking stupid fucking piece of shit. Waste of fucking time! Fucking bullshit! We got Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE title in Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
You know, I try so hard to understand the WWE's logic. It was bad enough that we had to have Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar saga. It really was. Why the fuck are we doing this? Yes, Bobby Lashley is a great wrestler. He's a great champion. He carries himself as a champion. Drew McIntyre is a great wrestler. He carried himself as a champion. But how many goddamn matches are they supposed to have? It makes no fucking sense. And I mean, look, if you have Lashley retain on Sunday, there's a rumor that he's gonna go after Kofi Kingston. They still have that to deal with. And hell, yeah, even if Drew wins, they could still be Kofi and Drew. I don't fucking know. And honestly, I really don't fucking care. So, let's get this match over with. Put it to bed. And move on!
Exactly. Yeah. That. I don't think there's much more I can add to that.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you're gonna have McIntyre win the championship again, fine. Do it already. If not, have this be the last match and have them go on to other things. Lashley and Kofi, okay, cool. McIntyre and whoever the fuck. Go for it. But yeah, end this already, for God's sakes. I mean, they have had great matches. How far are you gonna go before it gets stale, old, whatever?
I mean, I will say this. With this feud, you actually had a back and forth.
Oh yeah.
Whereas with Lesnar and Reigns, it was fucking one-sided.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. For shits and giggles, I'm just gonna say that Lashley's gonna win.
I'll go Lashley too for the hell of it. Okay, now how the hell are we gonna do this one?
So, Hell in a Cell was supposed to have this match. You have Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, versus Rey Mysterio for the Universal title inside Hell in a Cell. So Vince McMahon goes, well, we're not gonna do that at Hell in a Cell, let's just give it away for free. Are you fucking kidding me right now? You have the Tribal Chief, the guy that's the longest reigning Universal Champion. You've got Rey Mysterio, a legend in the business. Yeah, okay, he won the WWE title for a fucking few seconds, but he was a world champion.
Yeah.
And elsewhere, you are fucking seriously wanting to put that on free television? And yes, I understand if you get the WWE network, it's gonna be free fucking anyways. But you don't understand what you're doing. You don't want to make money that bad that you're gonna put your shit out for free. Like this, you know, it's gonna be a short show if you even think about doing that anyways.
Yeah.
So why bother?
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any goddamn sense. And I mean, look, who knows? Sunday, or fucking tonight,
Yeah.
it's gonna be probably interesting to see what all will happen.
Yeah.
And I fucking hope that you, Vince McMahon, you motherfucker, you don't want to do this so you can compete with Hagar and Wardlow in their cage match.
Yeah.
Shame on you. I don't understand your logic anymore.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, Reigns. I mean,
It's getting to a point now where it seems like Ray is winding down in his career.
yeah,
I mean, he already is one half of the Smackdown tag champions with Dominic.
yeah,
So, I mean, it would make sense to, not have Ray win and have, both titles. I feel, though, that when Ray finally says, that's it, I'm hanging up the mask, I'm hanging up the boots, I'm retiring from wrestling, I'm gonna, mentor Dominic and train Dominic and coach Dominic and, help him with his career, but my career's done. I would like to see at least one more championship run for him, Universal or otherwise. Right now, probably isn't the time, so at some point when Ray and Dominic lose the tag titles, then maybe have Ray go for the Universal title again. But yeah, at Hell in a Cell, it was tonight in a fairly decent match. The outcome kind of was expected. Maybe not the way you would have wanted to see the match end, but yet Roman came out on top, so there it is.
yeah. Wasn't really worth it, was it?
I mean, good match, decent finish.
You have some potential matches that I can think of off the top of my head for Hell in a Cell to replace that match.
Yeah.
You know, let's say Cesaro, and Seth Rollins. I mean, they have a good feud going. What do you know? We
Yeah.
just finished Smackdown, and yeah, it's indeed official. We have Cesaro versus Seth Rollins.
Yes.
So, I figured that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not sure what to say, because they've had a good feud going, and they've had a good career in Ring of Honor and elsewhere. It's going to be interesting to see who can outlast who, because at WrestleMania, it was Cesaro that beat Seth.
Yeah.
And for Backlash, I don't know if they had a match. I can't remember if they had a match, actually.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I'm going to pick Seth. I mean, Cesaro is one hell of a wrestler. I think he's somewhat underrated. He should have had a title push, but we'll see what happens in the near future. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go Seth.
I mean, you know, you're right. Seth and Cesaro both have had really good careers. You know, they were in Ring of Honor together. Of course, Seth is Tyler Black. Cesaro is Claudio Castagnoli. You know, Seth was mainly a singles competitor, and of course, Cesaro was, like, he did singles, but also was partnered with,
Cassius Ohno. Chris Hero.
Chris Hero, there we go. Chris Hero and Claudio Castagnoli were a tag team, and they were, I think, Kings of Old School was the name, team in the name, or whatever. Then, you know, they make their way over to WWE, and Seth, you know, Universal Champion, Tag Champion, so on and so forth. Cesaro's been, you know, he was Andre the Dragon Warrior by the Raw winner. He's been a tag team champion himself. He's had titles. He's done everything pretty much except for hold a major championship. With this rivalry, I feel like it's been built up well, but I want more from it.
Right.
Give us something more. Like, you've got legitimately two of the very best in wrestling right now, and you've got them in a fairly good feud, but I mean, give us something to look forward to. I mean, they can hands down meet the expectation. You just gotta give them the opportunity.
Yeah, give them a stipulation or something.
Yeah.
That would be pretty awesome.
Now, as far as a winner, I might go Seth as well, because, you know, like I said, Cesaro won at WrestleMania. I don't think they had a match at WrestleMania Backlash. So this match, you know, if Cesaro wins, he's like 2-0. If Seth wins, he's 1-1, then you throw in the rubber match at some point down the road. With that, maybe something again with Zayn and Owens if you wanted.
There's an idea too.
Then also you're gonna have a match between idea that I threw out there at the end of our protection video. This is just the add-on portion. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. And I mean, these two also had a match at WrestleMania. These two have also been in Ring of Honor. It's Kevin Steen and El Generico.
Yep.
But again, you know, I think because Seth lost at WrestleMania to Cesaro, Sammy's got to get his redemption at some point too.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, I respect Kevin as a wrestler as well. It's just you know, we'll see what happens. I think that if Sami can win, then yeah, it'll give breaking rights for sure. But what's not to say that they'll have a best of 3 series or a rubber match,
Yeah.
I guess. So, yeah, I mean, Sami for me.
Yeah, I mean, Sammy's still a really good competitor, really good wrestler. He's a good antagonist, but it seems like lately this conspiracy theorist story, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
has been lost in the shuffle.
Right?
I mean, it's anticlimactic. It's almost going from heel heat to go away heat.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you just don't want to see it anymore.
X-Pac heat,
Meh.
maybe.
But, like, yeah, I mean, with this match, it's the same with the Cesaro Rollins match. Kevin wins, he's got another one up on Sami. If Sami wins, it's 1-1. Rubber match at some point down the road.
Right.
So,
Awesome.
as it stands right now, just gonna have to wait and find out what happens.
Nah, it should be an interesting show. Well, kind of interesting.
Yeah.
It is my birthday weekend, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be fucking amazing as well. And yeah, you know it. So, anyways, for me, Matt, this is Killer Kyle. Anything else you want to say?
Ooh, this weekend, I think, again, will be another really good weekend. It's going to be different, not having it be like last weekend, a double pay-per-view weekend, if you will, against all odds and takeover in your house. But, we got Hell in a Cell coming up, and then, once that's in the books, we'll carry on with the Slammiversaries right around the corner, as is Great American Bash. SummerSlam's not that far away.
Yeah, SummerSlam is gonna be in Las Vegas, which I think is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the stadium, but
Allegiant?
yeah. So they're gonna have fans, and that's gonna be even better. So
Yeah.
yeah, just gonna be awesome. So we'll talk to you soon. Deuces.
Yeah.